belong to you. We belong to you. Never cast us out. Open thy mercy door. Don't let us go in vain, Father. Don't let us go in vain. Don't let us go in vain, Father. Don't let us go in vain, because we belong to you, belong to you, we belong to you. Never cast us out, don't let us go in vain. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. We give God all the glory for his mercy upon our lives, for keeping us alive to see this day, joyful and in his presence. We cannot do more than give God thanks always. The Bible says, thank God continually. Give God thanks continually. That's the command. Many people say, oh, what am I thanking God for? I've lost my job, I don't have this, I don't have that. The fact that you are alive today is enough. Do you know how many people die in one day in the whole world? Thousands of people wake up before the end of the day they're dead. Thousands of people. So if you're still alive, regardless of what you're going through, you still thank God. And well, this is the focus of our passage today, written by Apostle Paul to the Philippians. The Philippian church, as the name implies, were from Philippi in Italy. They were not Jews, they were Gentiles. And they were brought to the knowledge of Jesus Christ by the preaching of the Apostle Paul. In other words, he was their Father and the Lord. And he gave birth to them through the help of the Holy Spirit. And so he starts this passage by saying, I thank my God in every remembrance of you. In other words, every time he thought about these people, this church, he always had cause to thank God for them. So let me ask you, if people think of you, do they thank God because of you? I want you to just stop and think about that for a minute. If people in my church were to think about me, do they say, God, I thank you for brother so and so. I thank you for sister so and so. I thank you for evangelist so and so. Is that what they say? Or they say, God, I don't know how long this man is going to keep on tormenting us. I don't know when are you going to change this man or this woman. Is that what they say? Because Paul said that every time he thought about this church, he thanked God for them. That means there was something they were doing which was making him happy, making him thankful to God. If they were doing bad things, he wouldn't be thanking God for them. Clearly not. This is a reflection of our own lifestyles. Do we behave in a manner that when people see us, they thank God for us? Or do they start regretting and saying, God, why did you make this man? Why did you put this man here? Can't you give us somebody else? See? Paul thanked God every time he remembered these people. That means these people were following God according to his instructions. They were doing things pleasing in his sight. Let's look at parents when they remember their children. Do they thank God for those children? Or do they say, God, I wish you hadn't given me this son or this daughter? Because it's the same relationship. Paul was the father and Lord. If a son or daughter is doing something pleasing in his father's sight, the father will always thank God for them and say, Lord, I thank you for this son. He's so good, everything he does, it pleases me, he does everything well, But if that boy or daughter is rebellious, they'll be saying, God, I wish you'd given me some or a child, some other daughter. Or I wish you could change the heart of this daughter or this son of mine. So that's the first thing we must reflect on our lives. Do we make people thank God for us or not? It says, in every prayer of mine for you, making requests with joy. You can see that qualification, with joy. So he was very happy to pray for them. Even as he was praying for them, he was filled with joy. That means there was something they were doing that was making him happy. If there were people constantly fighting, hating each other, rebelling against God's authority, he would not be able to say that. How does God feel when he looks at your life? Is he happy? Is he smiling? Say, oh, what a wonderful son that person is. Look how beautiful his righteous life is, or her righteous life is. So obedient to my words, so faithful. Or does he say, oh gosh, can't stand this guy. Just gives me headache every time. Is that what God says about you or I? Or about a church? Is God very upset when he looks at our lives? He says, oh, I don't want to see that. Just take that away from me. I don't want to see that. So this church must have been doing something that was pleasing in the apostles' sight and also in God's sight for him to be so joyful in praying for them. You know, if you're happy praying for somebody, that prayer will more likely be answered than if you have reservation about that and say, oh, I don't know now. Even if I pray for this guy, he's going to go back to his mess. You know? And the people like that, they come to ask for prayer, but we know that they never change. They keep on going on with their rebellious lives. All they want is the blessing, and that's it, they go back to their mess. And it says, why was it praying for them? It says, for your fellowship in the gospel from the first day until now. For your fellowship in the gospel. That means they were partners with Apostle Paul in preaching the gospel, in extending the kingdom of God, in spreading the word of God in their areas. And it says you're a partner for your fellowship, means they were partner with him. They were helping him hand in hand. Let's go and preach here. Let's go together. Let's share tracts here. Let's give Bibles here. You know, that's what they were doing. You know, do you know what impresses God most? What impresses God most is souls being saved to his kingdom through preaching of his word. That's what impresses God most. If you want to move the heart of God, give him souls. See, they were fellowshipping with the apostle, helping him, joining hand in hand. Let's go to Romans 12:13. They were joining hand in hand as partners in extending the gospel, in preaching the gospel. This is what God wants you and I to do most. Why? Because Jesus Christ is coming back soon. And many preachers are not preaching this. It's unfortunate. They are more preoccupied with wealth accumulation and blessings and prosperity, rather than preaching the truth that Jesus Christ is coming back, so get ready. What is the use of all your money, all your wealth, when the rapture happens and you're not taken up? Your money is useless. Your money can save you from hellfire. So it's better to prepare people for heaven, get them ready, rather than deceiving them about wealth and prosperity. Go on, Romans 12:13.
Romans 12:13.
Yes. Romans 12:13. Okay, just gonna read it a bit faster here. Romans 12:13.
Romans 12:13.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Distributing to the needs of the saints.
Yes.
Giving to hospitality.
Giving to hospitality. I mean, they were distributing or helping him in distributing the gospel. Helping people, welcoming people to their houses when they have crusades, welcoming visitors from other places. They're making it possible to preach the gospel at every opportunity. You and I are commissioned by God to go to the rest of the world and preach His gospel. Don't say, I'm not a preacher, I'm not an evangelist, I'm not the shepherd. No. Every child of God is given that commission by God to preach His word to the world, those who don't know Him. Might be in the bus, might be on the road, might be on the plane, might be on the ship. He says, take use of the time, make use of the time. Every opportunity you have of telling people about Jesus, make use of it. Don't let that period pass you. Why? Because that may be the only opportunity people have before passing on to glory. See? So for fellowshipping in the gospel from the first day until now. That was from the time they were saved, from the time the church was started, they were helping Paul to spread the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ. So being confident of this very thing, that he which has begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. What is that day? That is the day He's going to come back for you and I, for the church. And Jesus Christ is not going to come back for the kind of church that it currently is, as it is right now. He's going to come for a spotless bride without spot or wrinkle. Not a church filled with sin as it is now. The church is completely filled with iniquity. The divorce rate in the church is actually slightly higher than the world. In the church, is adultery, fornication, all kinds of things are going on. I was sent a WhatsApp post today about this woman who had a vision of the rapture, and she saw only 2 people going up. The rest were left behind, and she was very concerned herself. Said, "Why am I here? I mean, I should be going up." Jesus Christ said, "No, you have to tell people that I'm coming back soon. Tell them that you need to preach to people. Tell them I'm coming back soon. They need to wake up. They need to be reformed. They need to come back to holiness and righteousness. Because that's the only thing that will matter." The Bible says, without holiness, no man or woman will see the Lord. So the apostle was saying that was sure that as they had started the good way, following God, worshiping Him, spreading the gospel, he was confident, he was sure that he which had begun a good work in them, who was that? Our Lord Jesus Christ. In other words, you cannot do anything good for God without the Spirit of God being inside you. If you did anything for God and you don't have that Spirit, that's just superficial. But if you're going to do any good work for God, you can be sure that the Spirit of God is the one making you do it. So the apostle said that he was confident, was sure that that person, the Holy Spirit of God that began a good work in them, that was to will and to do for His good pleasure. That's the Holy Spirit in you. The Bible says that if you don't have the Holy Spirit, you can't say Jesus is Lord. If you're going to lead a good Christian life, you must have the Holy Spirit inside you. It says that person, that Spirit that started that good work in you, making you do these things, that partnering with me in spreading the gospel, He will continue to make you do it until Jesus Christ returns. In other words, the Holy Spirit will not leave them, He will not desert them. Jesus Christ said, "I'm with you even to the end of the age." Let's go to said, "I will continue to do it." He will continue that good work. As long as you're cooperating with the Holy Spirit of God in your daily life, obeying Him, reading His word, praying, fasting, doing all the things you have to do, keeping a holy life, the Holy Spirit will not depart from you. But if you now start messing up, committing iniquity and sinfulness, and backsliding, you can be sure the Holy Spirit will leave. Because the Holy Spirit cannot abide where there's hatred, where there's strife, where there's envy. Those are the works of the flesh. No Spirit can abide there. There are many churches like that, which Jesus Christ himself called the synagogue of Satan. So don't think that every building that has a church on it has the Spirit of God in it. No. Many churches are churches of Satan. In any case, in America, they have churches of Satan. So that's not a new thing. So having a building called a church, or having a name on the front door saying this is also a church, does not signify that the Spirit of God is there. So the Spirit of God is in you. You will evidence, you will show the fruits of the Holy Spirit being inside you by your behavior. And Jesus Christ said, "By their fruits you shall know them." You don't have to tell anybody that you are born again or that filled with the Spirit of God. They will know from the way you behave, the way you dress, the way you talk. You cannot be dressing and talking like the devil and say that, "Oh, I'm a child of God." Only you will believe yourself. Nobody else will believe you. Because if the Spirit of God is in you, you will not be doing evil things. Wearing transparent dresses, short exposing your nakedness. And you say you're a child of God. No, you're a child of the devil. It's just that you don't know it. So he will perform it, he will continue to keep you until the day of his return. Now, Jesus Christ said he's going to return like a thief in the night. You know, a thief does not come in the night when everybody's awake, right? He comes when everybody in the house is deeply asleep. What time? Around 3 o'clock. That's when the thief will come. He waits till everybody's fast asleep. Then he comes and opens the door. The same way Jesus Christ will come. Meaning that nobody will expect his return. Everybody will be busy, doing other things, getting married, going to watch movies and all this stuff, and it will just suddenly show up. So if you don't want to be caught in unawares, make sure you are ready all the time, behaving as if it's going to come today, keeping a holy, righteous life. He said, even as it's necessary for me to think this of you all, because I have you in my heart, insomuch as both in my bonds and in the defense and confirmation of the gospel, you are all partakers of my grace. He says that it was necessary for him to keep on praying for them, despite his imprisonment. You know, Apostle Paul was in prison because of preaching of the gospel. They tried to shut his mouth, but even in the prison, in fact, all these letters he wrote, most of them are written when he was in prison. And that's what we're using today, instead of the New Testament. They were all written when he was in bonds, when he was in prison. You can imagine, if you just were reading, what would have happened if he was outside, having his freedom? See? That's why I say that when he wrote this, he was in prison when he wrote this letter to them. So despite the fact that he was in prison, he still thought of them, he still prayed for them. And when he says the defense and confirmation of the gospel, what does it mean? In other words, every opportunity he has to defend the good news of Jesus Christ, he will do it. Because many people will oppose you if you're doing that. You know, they will attack you, they say, you're talking nonsense, it's not true. I watched a WhatsApp video of this man on a train in London who was trying to evangelize, and there was a lady behind him telling him to shut up and just disturbing him. So the man ignored her, moved away. She tried to touch him. She said, don't touch me. And he kept on. Then at a certain stage in his preaching, he just started singing. And everybody in the train joined him. So this woman was just, she didn't know what to do. Because she was trying to stop him from preaching, but everybody in the train seemed to support what he was doing. So you're going to face opposition if you try to preach the word of God. Don't think everybody's going to listen to you. No. You're going to face stiff opposition because the agents of Satan are all around you. They don't want people to be set free by the word of God. They don't want people to be delivered. So they will try to stop you. So when it says the defense and confirmation of the gospel, was referring to overcoming that kind of opposition, that kind of resistance. It says, you are all partakers of my grace. Now what do you mean by that? That means the same grace that God gave him as an apostle, those members of that church, they were enjoying that grace. As they followed his instructions, as they worshiped God, God blessed them, God gave them the power, God gave them everything that Apostle Paul was given as an apostle. They enjoyed this grace. They shared in that grace. So what I'm trying to tell you, it's very important to be connected to the right person. If you're connected to the wrong person, you're going to have all the evil in their life come to your life. Whereas if you're connected to the right person, all the goodness of God, all the blessings, all the power, all the grace given to them will be shared with you as well. So you've got to have the right connection in this world we live in. Don't just follow anybody. Look at the fruits in their ministry. Are souls being saved? Are people's lives being changed? Are miracles happening? Is the truth being preached? Those are the parameters you use before you just start following people or sending money to them. You don't send money to anybody. Make sure they're doing the work of the Lord. He said, you are all partakers of my grace. For God is my record, how greatly I long after you all in the powers of Jesus Christ. You know, that was, he really missed them. He wanted to see them. You know, he was in prison at this time. He wanted to, to minister to them close one-on-one. This is what a father does when he loves his child. He wants to see them, he wants to hug them, he wants to minister to them, he wants to share what he has with them. But Satan, locked him up in the prison. But despite that, these letters were still having an effect because they were reading these letters. And this I pray that your love may abound yet more and more in knowledge and in all judgments. Well, how can love appear more in judgments? Do you know the love of God, unlike the kind of love we describe, the love of God means doing what God wants. It means being righteous, being holy, being pure, judging rightly. The love of God does not mean, oh, I love God so much, this fleshly love that we human beings describe. No. The love of God means doing what He wants. Jesus Christ said, this is the way the world will know that you love me when you obey my commandments. It's very easy to say, well, how many people obey God's commandments on this earth? Yes, everybody says they love Jesus. But when you put on the X-ray on their lives, you see that most of them are not following Jesus in their personal lives. Yet they claim to love Jesus. That means they don't know the meaning of loving Jesus. That's what he says there. You have more and more in knowledge, and your love will grow in your knowledge of God. In the judgment you administer, you don't give judgment to the wrong person. You don't, you judge sin. You hate sin. See, that's what it's referring to.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. 1 John chapter 5.
1 John chapter 5.
Yeah, verse 2.
That's 2.
By this, we know that we love the children of God. When we love God and keep His commandments.
That is it.
For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments.
That's it. This is the love of God, that we keep His commandments. So love of God doesn't mean, oh, I like God. I like God. Do you keep His commandments? That's the way to show that you love Him. That's how you determine whether you love Him or not. Imagine a son who doesn't obey his dad or his mom. He says, I love my mom and my dad. He says, what? You don't obey us, you don't listen to us, you do what you want. How can you say you love us? If you truly love us, you do what we tell you to do. That's what the parents will tell you. That's what God is telling you and I today. That our love may show more in the knowledge of Him. If you know God more, you would obey Him more, you know His word. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So that you may approve things that are excellent, that you may be sincere without offense till the day of Christ. Consider that thing again till the day of Christ. Apostle Paul's reminding us that there is coming a day of Christ when He's going to appear. Actually, that should be the main topic of discussion for most churches. Reminding people that Jesus Christ is coming back. That's what He wants you and I to be doing. Because when people are aware of that Jesus Christ will come anytime, they're more likely to wake up and stop sinning. Rather than giving us a false impression that, they can continue what they're doing and all, there's grace and all these things. Yes, we know there's grace, but, there's also timing. Being filled with the fruits of righteousness, you can see that, which are by Jesus Christ unto the glory and praise of God. So, as you walk with Him, as you obey Him, as you love Him in acts, then you bear those fruits, which are through Jesus Christ. He's the one that bears the fruit through you. What are these fruits of the Holy Spirit referring to? Look at Galatians 5:20. Galatians 5:20. These are the fruits that you see in the life of a child of God, not the fruits of wickedness and iniquity. Galatians 5, verse 20. 21. Okay, everybody there? Galatians 5. Go to verse 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance, which is self-control. Against such there is no law. And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. We live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Those are the fruits that will be evident in your life. And those are the fruits that are going to join you and I when we get to heaven. They're going to go to a hall where they're going to test your life, whether any of those fruits are present or how many of those fruits you actually have. Because if Christ is actually dwelling in you, automatically you will bear those fruits. As I say, through Jesus Christ. He's the one, as He dwells inside you, will produce those fruits outside. Imagine a fruit tree. A fruit tree does not give birth to briars and thorns. It's not possible. It has to give birth fruits. So what you produce indicates who's inside you. If you're somebody who's lying, cheating, committing adultery, fornication, stealing, all these things, then it's not the Spirit of God who is driving you. It's another spirit of darkness. When you see people smoke, fornicate, drink alcohol excessively, do all this, and know there's a demon spirit in them, making them do those things. It's not the Spirit of God. The Spirit of God cannot be inside you. You cannot claim to be spirit-filled and be showing that kind of fruit. No, it's not possible. The fruit will be shown with all those things we counted: love, joy, peace, faith, temperance, and all those things that will be in your life. So as a result of this knowledge, this love of God, this obeying Him, you will give back to those fruits. Let us pray. Jehovah, Jesus Christ, be my God. God of all glory, we thank you once again for the words of life given to our spirits. Let this word give back to your life in us. Give us the love of God, the power to obey your commandments. All those listening to me, Father, give them your spirits. Because without your spirit, man is empty. It is your spirit that will give us the will and the power to do for your good pleasure. Father, take complete control. As we await your soon return, let us not be found once on that day of Jesus Christ. Just in my prayer. Amen.